Hello everyone and welcome to the I-51 Asus ROG DotA 2 Cup, waiting for one more player to load into the game and we should be underway. I'm here on this lovely early morning with Furion Flax.
Good morning, sir. It doesn't feel that early, but I got up at 7:30, so 10 o'clock to me seems like we're mid-afternoon. I had a breakfast in the hotel which I had to pay £12.50 for.
Ow.
It was good breakfast though, and I needed it. I figure if you're going to be casting all day, you better get some good early scran in you. And I saw there was, it's funny because the tables were divided up. So you had the older Multiplay staff, like the most of them looked like they drank real ale and played darts, like those guys that we played darts with and drank real ale with yesterday. They were all in one corner. I mean, you had all the beautiful sort of booth manning people. They were all in another corner. And there was me in the middle just fulfilling some kind of, sort of, just sat there. Yeah, it was strange. But there you go. First up today, Rasta gaming against Fast and Furion. Just ahead of this game, see Fast and Furion banning off the Wisp, because we saw Rasta have run Tony Wisp in every game they've played. Yeah. We cast one yesterday, and then I said, yeah, we cast a game. This was in the chat before the game. I said, we cast a game where you guys run Tony Wisp, and they were like, we ran him in every game. So yeah, Invoker ban as well. Fast and Furion were sort of they can look decent, I think, but a couple of times they've been sort of I think they got beaten. They banned the Ember, and they've banned Centaur, so these are popular heroes at the moment. Invoker, Centaur, Ember. I guess Fast and Furion with the first pick. We'll see what they go for. What would you pick?
I don't know.
Remaining OP hero.
There are no OP heroes in this game, come on now.
There you go. Yeah, no, I don't think they're OP, so yeah. Let's just have a think. Rasta Gaming, good side. As I was saying to Joe, I was talking to him about this yesterday, about how they've reformed a lot after Epic Land. That we cast that, and 3 of their number subsequently have been sort of left off the team, and they filled it up with 3 other guys. I think I recognise the name Aaron Stum, so I think he was one of them. And I think Solrak. So GG, not even joking, and Logarithmic are the 3 newer players. So a tree, bat. Bats do live in trees. They also live in caves. So there's a potential here for a bat and a tree. I don't know how you combat that. There you go, a lady on a pony with a magical bow. Job done.
Doesn't really combat tree and bat though.
Sure it does. Shoot him with an arrow.
Now Trion's going to allow Bat to be so much more aggressive if he plays on the off lane, especially. But I'm just wondering how he'll fare against an AA. Once AA hits level 6, that Trion armor is going to be almost useless.
Yeah.
It will block some damage, but they won't help with the HP regen.
It's true. Tree's kind of he's one of those heroes that didn't someone run him the other day in like one of the big pro games? I can't remember who it was. Who just sort of picked him and just wrecked everybody. There are combinations with Tree that become absolutely revolting. I've been thinking that Tree Witch Doctor would be a decent shout, because Tree and Sprout with Witch Doctor ult with an Ags would be kind of a disgusting combo. I think I'd like to try that.
Throw a Magnus in there. Yeah,
exactly. You got it. So I think that could be something. I mean, for one thing, with the Tree and Sprout with a Witch Doctor bongo chucked in there and then his ult. I mean, it's basically it's doom time. The only problem is I think when you build a combo that involves more than 2 heroes specifically about that combo, I think it's so hard to land it, and sometimes you wait the whole game, land it once, but by then it's too late, because the other team, if they have any brains, will be like, well, we just won't stand in a group, we'll just not team fight. I mean, if you go like Magnus, Treant, Witch Doctor, maybe Enigma, something like that. Yeah, it's like, well, hang on a sec, guys, all we've got to do is dodge you. Puck ban and a Viper ban. So yeah, Ember out of the game. I think we've seen Ember quite a bit so far. He is ridiculously good. We had that game yesterday when I had to rush out to the toilet. Unfortunately, I missed the. They were quite upset about that. You know what we also missed? We didn't cast Infused. Chloe got a Rampage on Rubik.
Really?
Yeah, which she watched it back on the replay, and it was a beautiful thing. A Rampage Rubik.
You get item drops for.
There were item drops and stuff. I'm pretty sure. If Rubik gets a Rampage, you should get a massive item drop, I think. But it would be nice if the items that dropped were related to the hero. That would be kind of cool. So if Rubik gets a Rampage, you get an epic or a rare or sort of Rubik item. But there we go. So taking their time here, Fast and Furion. I think they were going possibly for an all blue strap, but they banned out 2 blue heroes, so it's never going to get harder.
They're banning out purple hero.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd want Treant and Dazzle. That's kind of overkill, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's one of those things, if you have heroes or your supports are like Dazzle AA or Dazzle Rubik, you're lacking in lane control and lockdown.
Yeah, you can't punch people.
Yeah, and they're very squishy, so they've got no zoning control, they can't really hold in lane, they can't rotate and gang like, Avenge or Crystal Maiden can do.
Yeah. Having said that, I think Dazzle minus armor would make Treant Protector punch so insanely hard. If you went carry tree, which is possible, but there were better heroes who could do that better, I think. Bane ban, and now we will see the third pick for Rasta Gaming. I like the bans in pick stage, but I like it when they pick quicker, when they just all sit there. There is still Bristleback out there. I don't know why Bristle doesn't get picked, and Slark. Slark is there, they could take Slark here, but we shall have to wait and see.
Well, Slark's a very hit and miss hero, and if you're not, the top echelon of players who can make it work 90% of the time, he can fall off very quickly, he doesn't have any impact anymore, and then he's just, a useless hero. Especially if you go something like Shadow Blade on Slark, it gives you that impetus in the mid-game to get kills quickly and then get out of the fights, but if you don't get one of those kills, if you're against tanky heroes like, Treant and Bat, for instance, who can get away.
But I mean, Rasta are up against AA and now Venge, and even Mirana to a degree. Slark can sort of, once he gets a Shadow Blade or something, he's fairly good at punching her down. He could make AA very sad.
Well, AA, once he hits 6, is a decent counter to Slark with that ulti, because Slark relies on her Shadow Dance.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point, yeah, of course. Okay. Mirana, I don't think I've seen a game of Dota in the last 6 months that hasn't had Mirana in it. It's ridiculous. She's in every bloody game.
Top tier pick.
I'm bored of her, is what it is.
And it's not that people are picking her for, super skillshot arrows or anything. You can set her stun up really reliably with a lot of heroes.
Yeah.
Starstorm does a ridiculous amount of damage in the early game.
Yeah.
She has a natural escape with Leap, but I think it's her ultimate. Since that was buffed, was it 6-7 months ago, the mana cost was reduced by about 100. That just makes it so much more worth getting.
Yeah.
People would skip the ultimate. They'd be like level 20 and thinking, okay, I'll level my ulti now.
Rubik pick. Makes sense. They can still go blue hero strat. Let's see if Fast and Furion pick another blue hero.
But who do they go for? A name one?
They could. He's a purpley blue, but he'll do. Lich is still there, of course. But I don't know if they want another support. Unless you go carry Venge, which I've seen, which is
or AA mid.
Or AA mid, yeah, could do that. Rubik, what's he going to be stealing here? I guess he's got some decent stuff to steal. There, Weaver. There's another blue hero for you.
They are actually doing it.
We'll see if they can get a fifth blue hero pick here. Enigma is definitely still on the cards, and it would give them some nice sort of team fight. I'm looking at their direct stuns, and you've got the Venge stun, which is good. You've got the arrow, so that's fine. Compare that with Rasta, who don't have a sort of direct stun, if you like. Rubik lift, and the lasso, of course. So. And Lucent being mini stun. I honestly, as I say all the time, I think this is a game of stuns. If you don't have stuns or you don't have enough of them, it's too hard to lock people down, especially someone like Weaver.
I think they need something really tanky here though, because they've got 4 incredibly squishy heroes. Weaver's going to do alright, but he'll need an early Lincolns to get out of Batrider's lasso.
They banned Storm Spirit. They know the blue pick. You know what I mean? They rounded it off. They're like, we've got to ban a blue hero. Wouldn't it be something if you did get some kind of bonus for picking heroes of all the same colour?
Plus 50 gold each.
I think it would be fair. Makes sense. So, final ban for Fast and Furion. They've got, I guess they could ban a mid here or an offlaner. There's a couple of ways this could go. What do Rasta need?
Well, like you said, there's a couple of ways this could go. Bat could go mid, he could go offlane. I think the most obvious is Luna safe with a Treant and Rubik behind him.
Yeah.
Stacking and pulling and getting experience and gold that way. I would like to see Bat mid, but he doesn't know who he's going to be against. So they ban it. Oh,
there you go, Shadow Fiend, okay. There was an OD ban by Fast and Furion, leaving them with a vastly diminished pool of blue heroes to pick from. We shall have to wait and see. I don't know if the mics are okay or not. Someone is talking about the mics in the channel. I assume are we quiet? Are we going out really quiet?
That's in-game audio.
That's in-game audio. Well, when I I talk, this is the light that lights up. So that's the in-game as well, and there's that one. Well, we just have to hope.
He says the voices seem tinny, so it's not that we're quiet, it's just that...
That doesn't, I don't think the mics shouldn't sound tinny. They should sound pretty good. They're decent mics. I don't know quite what's going on there.
Pudge! Actually, not a blue hero.
Fantastic. Alright, well, always fun to see a Pudge. So, he's going to be a Mirana offlane, I guess. Venge, AA supporting Weaver. It could be Weaver offlane, of course, with Mirana safe, but I would sooner see the Weaver in the safe. And Pudge mid. Shadow Fiend will be mid. Luna, Rubik, Treant Protector, I guess, in the safe lane, or and Batrider in the off. So we're into the game, and there's an instant pause. Good luck, have fun. They always do this, these teams at LAN. They always pause the moment the game starts.
Got to go over their strategy.
Just checking on the stream what people are saying about the mic sounding bad. The voices seem to be fairly tinny. Horrible voice. Oh, that's a shame. I don't know what that could be.
No,
what could that be?
I don't know what's changed since last night.
Let's see if anyone's changed anything. Main mix. I don't know what all this stuff does. I've no idea. Maybe we could get Nick over here at some point, or he can have a listen in. I can only describe it as fuzzy and tinny. Really bad. Oh my goodness. How can we get hold of Nick, do you think?
I don't know.
Oh, well, hopefully Nick is watching. Or someone is watching, Rypex or someone. And give Nick a shout. And please get him over here. Fix these microphones.
You probably have Rypex on Steam.
Okay.
Because that's Joe's account, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. I will... whilst you move the camera around, I shall contact him.
Big shout out to Rhyme there. And here we have Rasta. We have this defensive tri-lane logarithmic on the Treant Protector. GG on that Rubik. Solrank on the Luna. At mid, Aronstam on that Shadow Fiend. Bot lane we have, not even joking, on the Batrider. So they've switched up a lot of their roles here. Because we used to see Aronstam on the support. Not even joking, was playing their carry for quite a long while. Solrank, I can't remember where he was. I think he was playing the offlane. So he's playing a lot of Nature's Prophet in the online tournaments. So they've switched up their roles. Let's see if this works for them. But they're up against Fast and Furion. Yep. We've got Sign on the AA. Wise Wickerman on that Venge. Aggressive tri-lane with Flash Davis on that Mirana. Solo mid Pudge Artorias. Let's see how well he does. And down on bot lane, Ricardo Diaz on that Weaver. For the Dire team, you didn't do them, did you? You did do them. Sorry, I did both.
It's okay, it's alright. Step all over me, I don't give a damn. He's got this is the Dota Cinema Pudge set, isn't it? The one that
the free to play.
The beard grows. Oh, free to play. Okay.
Well, he's got the growing beard.
Yeah, of the.
But the rest of it's the Dundee free to play.
Do you know what scares me? The crows.
Yeah, it just flies off suddenly.
But you'll suddenly see them on the map. Like I always think it's the courier or something. Yeah. It's kind of distracting. Anyway, it's a Shadow Fiend against Pudge is a fairly sort of classic matchup, I think. In pub games. See him hooked under the tower and eaten, and he will die because he's quite squishy, isn't he? Really, Shadow Fiend.
Oh yeah. It's all about positioning in this matchup because SF can win the lane just by getting last hits, but Pudge can win the lane with one hook.
I didn't realise this. This actually changes the icons as well. Gosh, that is a full-on remake of things. I can't actually hear the in-game audio myself either. This is strange. This setup. I have no idea what's going on here. Let's see if I can get in touch with Rypex anyway.
In-game audio is going out onto stream.
Oh well, we'll try and fix it between this game and the next. But people are saying it sounds awful. I don't know if that's something that's happened here or what. But I mean, I'm just looking at the desk of slidey things and knobs and dials, and I have no idea what any of this does. So I don't want to turn anything.
Oh, Weaver, are you actually going to go for this? Backs off from the Batrider. Doesn't have to be careful. A couple of stacks of napalm. He can take a lot of damage.
Okay, Rypex is away. Should I run over there and grab him? I think I better, because the cast isn't going... People aren't going to be listening if it sounds awful.
P-Flex is on a mission. Looking at the last hits and denies, 9 for 4 on his SF4 and 1 on the Pudge. So he is starting to lag behind a little bit. This SF doing very well on harassing with razors on top of that. The aggressive Trillion hasn't managed to find a pick-off yet, mainly because tree armor and stacking and pulling from him back here. Might see a movement from the supports. But Marana looking for an arrow. Nice D-ward, arrow going to fly, not going to hit that Rubik. Nice dodge. They definitely need to set that up rather than throwing arrows out. Pudge going for a hook, catches the SF. This is going to be first blood for the Pudge. Well played, no living armor there on cooldown. And that bottle was on its way to the SF. Living life dangerously, getting up onto the top of this ramp, and Pudge just walks straight in there. No qualms about going in. Boots and ball were ready for him before 3 minutes. Now has his Batrider doing 7 for 2 against 5 for 3 of the Weaver. He can play so aggressively, and the most interesting thing about what he's doing, he's not constantly stacking napalm, so Weaver is never getting magic 1 charges. He's just hitting the Weaver down. He's got pretty decent attack damage, but the Weaver should be harassing him back even more. The living armor really is helping out in this matchup. This defensive Trillion, definitely defensive, sitting in the trees. Oh, there goes Pudge, hook onto Luna. Lucent Beam goes out. AA and Venge are here on the front line. Can the Marana go for a kill? Oh no, what a tragic decision! Diving the tier 1 tower, getting completely caught out.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And I miss a kill on bot lane, the Batrider finding the Weaver while I'm trying to alter my mic.
Radiant's middle tower is
I
under
wonder if the
attack.
problem is we've got it racked up too high. Because when I just listened to it on stream, it sounds like we've got it turned up mega high.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well I'll turn that down a little bit. Maybe that's going to help.
It'll be 5 minutes before we find out.
Yeah. No, on stream it's like 2 minutes delay or 3 minutes delay,
Okay.
I think. No, it's 5 minutes delay, my bad.
Okay. I mean the mic's yeah, so that's hopefully that'll be going out at a reasonable level, but it says level here set, it seems to be okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll just have to wait and see.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Because before they were maxed.
Yeah, who knows. Like I said, we don't know how to work all this shit. But there you go.
Oh, arrow gonna fly, not hitting the SF. Pudge might go for a hook. No. Because last night we had the opposite problem where we were Joe was too quiet and we had to turn him up. But I don't know.
I think that
Things.
Joe's problem is that the mic doesn't actually.
Oops.
Hello, Nick. We're having trouble with the microphones. Apparently, if you listen to it on the stream, it sounds awful, and people are saying it's like tinny and fuzzy. So we're not quite sure if our levels are set right on or what. Okay, so the problem is being investigated. In the meantime, Fast and Furion. Who got first blood?
The Pudge at mid hook on the SF.
Told you. Told you.
1 hook. That's
Classic. Classic.
Well, the SF went up the ramp at mid.
Okay, he hasn't taken his ult at 6, by the way, Pudge.
Pudge, really?
Yeah, he's taken another level of rot. Don't know if that was a misclick or not, but
That's interesting.
yeah, we saw that. What was that other non-ult taking that we saw yesterday?
Ember.
Yeah,
He was level 8 and did
Yeah.
his ultimate.
strange, isn't it? So, I think there's one of the problems is the volume going out on Twitch. There you go. That's very loud, isn't it? So, do you reckon that'll fix it? Okay, we think we may have fixed the problem with the audio. That might have done it. It was, yeah. The problem was, I don't think there was a problem with the mics. The problem was it was going out far too loud. So there you go. The other thing is, I have no in-game audio on these headphones, so I'm not quite sure for what I need to do with that. Nope, that's music. Nope, that was music. We will get there. We want to get this right today so we don't have to sort of worry about the audio. But meanwhile, mid, Shadow Fiend, he may have died. but he's doing a lot of damage to this Pudge.
Structures are fortified.
Yeah, and Pudge
And
tried to
pushing the
gang
tower
up
down
top lane,
quite
but
well
that
as
was
well.
completely failed. The Mirana died at the tier 1 tower.
Yeah.
So this aggressive tri lane has done, very little.
Yeah. How's the farm doing? 37.6 for Shadow Fiend, 28 for Bat.
This Bat is pretty much outplaying the Weaver. The Weaver bought a magic wand early to try and get some stacks up while the napalm is being thrown out, but the Bat just refuses to throw napalm. He's just right-clicking him using Firefly and harassing him with Flame Break.
Right.
He's almost got Blink.
Yeah. Oh, there's a tower
Radiant's
down.
middle tower has fallen.
Oh. Turn off the announcer pack. Here we go.
That was an easy tower for the SF.
Yeah.
Mirana came in to try and stop it. Pudge on very low health.
Yeah,
Didn't really
he had
commit.
to hang back so far. I mean, at this point, look how low Mirana is. She does not want to mess with Shadow Fiend. Like 2 raises and she's dead pretty much. I think my levels were really high. Maybe.
Did they reset the floor?
I have no idea. Maybe when we restarted Twitch it defaulted.
Dire's bottom
is
tower
missing.
is under
High or
attack.
something. Anyway.
Or at least how do you go to the Fateful and SF? Chasing down with that hate.
Radiant's top tower is under
That's
attack.
unpleasant.
Well, that's wonderful, but great escape. The Twilight failed. Supports have no farm. That core Mirana has no farm. They're going to have to rely so heavily on Pudge in the next 5 to 10 minutes to get some big hooks, find the SF and but now they have to
Radiant's
contend
top
with,
tower has
back with
fallen.
Blink.
Yeah, it's not looking good for FNF. This is a best of 1, isn't it?
Pretty sure it is.
Okay.
Radiant's top tower is
We'll
under
at
attack.
some point try and get some brackets or something up on the screen. We'll find it. I know how to add scenes. Oh, there's a nice thing. There's Ruben for you. But will he pay the ultimate price? There's a stun going in on the Shadow Fiend. Backrider blinks on the back. He grabs. Wait, who did he grab? AA. Oh dear. Walks into the tower. It won't be a long time. Flame Break knocks her out. They
Dire's
split them
bottom
up.
tower
Round
is
them all.
under attack.
Oh, he had lead! Why didn't you use it?
Oh my goodness, I think he was just trying to get closer to the edge. There's a lasso. No, sorry, hook miss is not lasso. Just a Firefly. It'll run down this Pudge, stacking up that tar.
Dire's bottom tower
He's gonna live
is
now,
under
he does.
attack.
And so that's 7-2 in favour of Rasta. FNF picking up 1 kill, but not enough.
Nice movement from the Pudge to get in there and find a kill after cold feet on Rubik.
Yeah.
But turnaround from Rasta, Bat getting there just in time, blinking over, catching an AA. Then Mirana tragically didn't leap over the chasm here. He
Yeah.
didn't leap
Dire's
off
bottom
cooldown,
tower
gets
is under
caught by that
attack.
long-range raise from
I just
SF.
think that he thought that, because he was kind of near that tree just above it, I think he was thinking he wasn't close enough, and he wanted to make sure he could get over the edge.
It is only level 1.
Yeah.
Fair point.
How's Weaver's farm doing? No. Oh dear.
Great.
Yeah, well, he's top for FNF. You'd expect, given that he's been left down here basically on his own. Hasn't been involved in the fights yet, but this is the problem. Rasta has got it all. They've got that sort of mid-game and late game. FNF need the Weaver to come online and hope that, like Mirana can maybe get some farm, Pudge can get some stacks of flesh heap. But so far, with only 2 kills, it's going to be very difficult, I think, for Pudge, who's basically got Bottle, Earn Boots 1. Compare that with the Shadow Fiend, who has almost got a BKB.
Well, when you look at the hero levels, it really tells the entire story of this game. The defensive tri-lane for Rasta didn't lose the lane. They were, they played very well. They stacked and pulled, so Treant and Rubik are both level 6 now, whereas the AA and Venge are level 5 and 4 respectively. For Luna, limited farm, but that doesn't matter because now they have the Batrider and the SF to create space for her to farm and split them. Weaver, launching the swarm. Here we go, Rasta once again creating space for that Luna. By pressuring down the top lane, Treant sitting in the trees where he belongs.
Treant he is a tree.
Ricardo Diego. Weaver! Oh no! I thought he was going to survive.
Oh, the Shiguchi stolen by Rubik, that was nice. One more punch on Pudge to do it. Yep, down he goes. Rubik just barely living. Furion barely living as well. Venge with the wave of terror manages to catch back.
Rubik,
But
telekinesis. Come on, yes, he's going to kill the Venge. Oh no, Moonlight Shadow!
it will wear off
Oh,
any limb.
no.
Oh, God. Unlucky. The creep found
Big
him.
tree.
I'm not quite sure why he lifted him.
Well, he won the...
Was he trying to...
Venge was TP, they needed to telekinesis to hit, and then he made all.
Right. Yeah.
Shadow.
Yeah.
Couldn't see him anymore. Arrow!
Oh,
nice,
nice
blade
dodge.
from the back.
Oh, he almost blinked right back into
Like
it.
a 16 moment.
What is Weaver doing?
Very
Yeah, he
impressive.
needs to be very careful here. However, 9-4, slightly better for FNF. I fight them at least push Rasta back. So Rasta now back, ready to fight again.
I mean, nice hook from the Pudge on the SF, taking him straight out of the fight, so there's no razors to take people down.
Dire's
But
top tower is
this
under
was just
attack.
space creation from Rasta. They might have lost that little skirmish, but they pressured the tier 1. They forced 5-man committal from FNF.
Nice
Luna's
AAL.
farming top.
Nice AAL. Catches 3. And they will have them out of the way. Tree used armor on himself, but Tree and armor would presumably do absolutely nothing.
No,
When you're under
it
AAL.
blocks damage instances, so he's not taking
Oh,
down.
okay. But he's not going up.
he's not-
Fair enough. Haven't taken any levels in Nature's Guise. Nature's Guise is one of those spells. I kind of think, I don't know if it's a bit of a buff or something. I think it needs something. Shut up, here. Just gonna punch him to death. Brutal stuff. Yeah, nice swap back into Worst swap! Worst swap! It's a ultra kill! Oh my god!
As I saw the swap, I was thinking, raid time. It's raid time. Polishing it.
Radiant's
I
bottom
think
tower
I'll
is under
swap them
attack.
in here and we'll kill it. But instead they swapped him in and he killed them both instantly with the same raise. Oh, dude.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Just push, no problem. Got a couple of levels in glaive. Got a helm with a dom. Stacking up these ancients, she will be. Yeah, AL just goes top. I guess it was.
I went to the bot tier 1, I think,
Yeah.
or ancient somewhere.
Not quite sure. Maybe they were just checking. Anyway, I don't know. They've come here to sort of defend their bot tier 2 down to 300 health. Oh, what's going on around here? Warding up the magic mountain. And my control key's a bit funky, so sometimes I try and ping and it's not working.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Shadow Fiend has his BKB finished and 1300 gold more or less in the bank. What is it going to take for FNF to get something?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They need to get Pudge hooking 5 people at once and dismember 5 people at once in an AoE. It's really tough. I mean, they had a nice fight at bot where there was 4 of Rasta encroaching on the tier 1 tower. Ice Blast hit them all, they got hooked, they got dismember. Weaver getting in and out of the fight, Starstorm, bringing a lot of people down to threat.
Well, they picked up the Luna very nicely. Have Mirana there.
Dire's
Overcome around
top
the
tower
back.
is under
a
attack.
hasted Shadow Fiend. He eats a stun. Sorry, a bench stun. AA stun. There's the leak. Flash Davis with the Moonlight Shadow is able to live. They've called it Moonlight Shadow because they're Mike Oldfield fans, clearly. Smoke up from Rasta Gaming. Looking for someone in the jungle here, maybe, or just trying to get around the back, catch the Wicker Man. No, there's a ping goes down saying, hey, look, there's a Batman here. This will be quite a big fight. If FNF can turn this around and maybe push a tower down, they haven't got any yet. Double damage rune on the SF, but he's going to go finish off this tower. He's playing objective gaming. They're fronting up around Roche. I don't think they're going to do it. Maybe? Maybe. Look at Luna's got this triple stacked Ancients. Our voice is quiet in-game compared to the game sound. On the stream or in game? On stream.
Turn down game.
Okay.
Every couple of seconds, wrong. We've Medallion there. Very, very desperate move. He can't go for Lincolns, can't go for BKB. He needs something now to help him these fights.
They've mocking our lack of knowledge of how to use it. Of course, King Dave.
Oh, there we go. Wrecking Soul's going to try and finish them off. 2 go down. 3 when the Marauder dies. There's 3. Double kill for the SF. On the hunt for more.
This is the problem: is whoever they focus, you've got. I mean, if they focus the Shadow Fiend, you know, the Luna will kill them. If they focus the Luna, the Shadow Fiend will kill them. And in terms of burst damage, they need to be. Well, again, it's not going to stop this, I don't think, because there's no follow-up. What you really want is that, and then something like an Earthshaker or a Meadow Mantle to get in there and make their lives miserable.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
And there's a gem now on the Batman. Basically make Weaver cry at will.
Yeah. 900 HP on the Weaver. That's going to be last loop, 3 rages, a couple of hits.
King Dave, of course, has abandoned Dota for the other game, whose name we shall not speak here, but which is apparently very popular. There's a lot of people playing it. They should play Dota.
I think he said the game was mindless.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. That's why it suits him perfectly.
Yeah.
Mid, we've got Ricardo Diaz in a bit of trouble. Yeah, here we go. Invisible, Shadow Fiend. If Batman had been there, they would have been dead. I guess he's just given them the we've got Blink Lasso, but no one there. Okay. He goes Blink Farm Steal.
Interesting time lapse from the Weaver, going from half health to half health.
I think he just thought. I think he thought he was closer to
Yeah.
than it was. But yeah.
Dire's top tower
Hard to
is
think
under
of the
attack.
Blink. He
Yeah.
did well in the early game, but could never get those movements off because the Korean armor, the Luna Rubik sitting so defensively, no room to gank top lane.
Dire's
That's
top
hard to
tower
kill
is
at,
under attack.
bot, and the SF and the SF knows what you're trying to do. Oh,
It does,
hit
yep.
Rubik.
Hits Rubik. On the back. Says, come here, Snowball. Moonlight Shadow. It won't work. They have a gem now. We're going to take it. What did he steal? Oh, the AAL. Nice.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
That's what you want right there. That's the money.
If they get a nice overgrowth on the ice round from a good distance, increase the AoE, they can wipe SF
Dire's top
in a
tower
matter of
is under
Yeah.
attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
seconds.
Radiant's bottom tower
this
is under
Rasta's
attack.
game here, I think, to lose, and they would have to try to win their Rasta Furion really need to somehow get a couple of meaty fights that go their way.
15,000 gold lead at 20 minutes in.
Dire's
Team
top
put
tower
the same
is under
4,000
attack.
lead. Net worth-wise,
Radiant's
Yeah.
bottom tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
3 of FNF heroes combined.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Bottom
fallen.
tower. What does Shadow Fiend get now? He's got like 2.5 grand.
You can
Nearly.
go one of 2 ways. Either go with Link, like I mentioned, so you have 4 staff overgrowth from the Treant.
Yeah.
Pretty close to 300 gold away. Then you've got Ice Blast, Reckoning Gold. So you could go for the big jump in, kill them all, take a tower, go and take racks or rush on when it's up again. Or you can go for pure
Deso?
damage.
Could he get a Deso?
Well, he's got lifesteal, so you'd go crit next or MKB, something like that. Nice. Damage output, get more lifesteal back. But when you're getting Ice Blast, I think the here we go, Ice
He's
Blast
gonna
from
die.
the Rubik. SF. Probably one raise. Oh no!
Oh, the
Rubik!
steal!
Big steal.
Rubik!
That's a blink.
Yeah, fair enough. Bugs everywhere. Arrow will catch the tree, but there's no follow-up,
He's invisible as well.
and he is invisible.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Radiant's top tower. It's going to drop to creeps here. Can they get a deny?
Radiant's top tower has been
Makes the vast
denied.
difference. Just looking at the XP and gold, it has never been anything other than that. I like the draft. They played pretty well in lane, to be fair.
Cheeky bug.
Oh dear, Wrench.
Well, they played nice sentry down here to spy out the tree, and he sort of wanders
Radiant's
in,
middle
looking for someone,
tower is under
gets
attack.
forced out, gets nuked into oblivion, but then Ben walks back up towards that tier 2 and bats. Not taking.
No.
Right, Bat has that gem, so going to deward these sentries. It's still weird.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, it is weird. I mean, it is a nightmare when you because you don't need to land the hook anymore. You can just blink dismember and then hook for the sort of finishing blow, if you like. I mean, hook does a lot of damage. It's 360 damage. Nothing to be sniffed at.
I think usually what you used to do with Pudge is you'd hook. Now what you can do is you can blink in, dismember someone, or you can hook someone, then blink in, dismember another person.
Yeah.
So you're disabling multiple people at once.
Yeah,
It
it's
really
great.
does open up the play.
The weird thing is it hasn't sort of made him overpowered. It's just changed him, I think, in a really to make him even more interesting. Because he is a skill shot hero, so I don't mind a hero that requires like skill to land the abilities. I don't mind that. Being buffed a little bit, if you like, or getting an extra sort of little thing like blink.
Bat,
Yeah.
Nature's Guide.
Worn off some time ago. I don't know where he was looking.
The thing is, Pudge was standing there hitting creeps and Bat just pops up. And looking at this
Nobody
scenario
did
thinking,
anything for like 5
nobody's
seconds.
reacting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is everyone asleep?
I think neither of them were actually looking at their hero, and they both
Yeah.
maybe clicked back at the same moment. They're like, whoa! Running in circles.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Pudge was always very one-dimensional and you could play around him, but I think with Blink Dagger it does open up his play quite
Yeah,
well.
especially because, I mean, it's not easy to farm with Pudge. You know, if things are going well for you in terms of getting kills, that's great. But Rot is decent for farming, but it's not as quick as some
Dire's
heroes.
top
and,
tower is under
you know,
attack.
He doesn't have that sort of flat. I mean, look how quickly Batrider, without losing any health, is able to farm all these creeps. It's a lot easier. It's a lot different from having to Rot a lot of creeps down, I think. But there you go.
Do you remember when people used to smoke farm the jungle a lot? Like Darkseer, Pudge, and Demon?
Right, when the creep was moving.
Yeah, with Pudge there was a bug with his Rot where you could tap it on and off and
Yes.
you could do more damage than you'd lose
Yes,
yourself.
because there was an instance of damage every time you toggled it. So there was like an instance of damage the moment it started. So if you turned it off, you could just get multiple instances, couldn't you? Rather than having to wait for Anyway, so what I was saying was that if Pudge can farm up a Blink Dagger, that is a lot of money. And I think for him to get a benefit of it, it seems silly to just, I mean, because the main problem was they didn't want to have him blink to a bit of the map that you can't get to, hook someone up there, and then force stuff out. That's what they wanted. But now that they sort of fixed that you can't get to those bits of the map, I think it's changed it. They get the stun on the back, but I don't think there's going to be a follow-up here. There might be some bugs from Weaver. He forced staffs away. There, Shikuchi's well. Arrow, this is what was stolen. I think he stole Arrow. Yes, he did. So, Rubik's done well, I think, in this game. GG.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Hashtag
under
Shogun
attack.
Brothers. That's one of their sponsors, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've not seen too much of Luna this game.
Hook on the Shadow Fiend, but he gets the pay off. Dismember will be there, but they have the damage. He turn around and murder them all. There goes Pudge, and he'll deny himself actually. Shadow Fiend doing a hell of a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. He's gonna live. He's gonna live. There's that kill. He does explode. The AA finishing him 1100 gold, but he got 2 kills. Not the kind of gank he pulled necessarily successful. 2 kills and Pudge killed himself. So yeah.
Could have had an ultra kill there.
He could have.
If he had just kept hitting people.
Yeah, maybe.
Before that Ice Slam hit, he could have got a lucky crit
He
on
might
Weaver
have.
and taken him down.
Yeah.
Also doing that RNG stuff.
Yeah. He was close. I just think he thought for a second, oh, I'm going to get out.
Yeah.
But then when he realized...
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There you go. Arrow from Rubik. They're going to push in here now without the Shadow Fiend. They're going to do a bit of damage to the tower. Yeah, this is what she does. She's going to take their ancients while she's at it. She's got that mana. And, almost got a BKB. Once she's got a BKB, she can walk up and just melt the base. Uh-oh, what's happening mid? Oh, sorry. Oh, Arrow just
Arrow.
missing Rubik. That's a fancy looking ward. What's that thing?
So the MLG Warden,
Oh yeah?
MLG Tethered Sentinel.
There are so many items now. I mean, I can remember when there really weren't that many. And they were all Omni Knight ones, the ones that there were.
There was like 3 Furion sets and 2 Omni Knight sets and an Axe set.
Yeah.
Now there are hundreds. Smoke bought by the Furion. How long until Roshan? Not too long.
No. No, they're going to be there or thereabouts when that comes around. King Dave says, Durka, turn the mics up. I can't hear you. I guess they have to turn it up on Twitch, and then we're back to square one.
I can turn it back up a little bit on Twitch. Testing.
Oh gosh, now we're really quiet. Why are we so quiet? Which is our mic out? Hang on, let's check. We'll try that now. There, that should be a little better now.
Testing.
So
I hope. So I don't know.
See,
Testing.
I mean, the thing is that we can have a mixing desk, but we don't have any feedback for how it sounds until 3 or 4 minutes down the line. So it's kind of, it's not really, it's something we need to fix between this game and the next for sure.
Solo Roshan here. Trent Armor helping that out. Where's the Shadow Fiend hiding? That riding smoked up. Can he find someone? Vengeful Spirit might be his target of choice. Force down back out. Big damage there. Luna without any big damage. They were relying so heavily on life skills and living armor.
Well, we've only got 9 hours ahead of us. Surely we can get it.
Roshan has fallen
Luna
to
with the
the
Aegis now. And this should be the GG push. There's the arrow. Drawn on the map. Luna says,
Dire's
come on guys,
bottom
let's
tower
just
is
walk up
under
the
attack.
map and kill. Rana in trouble. Back hand, yeah, we'll finish her off. Not even joking, dying. He is 27th death. Rasta have managed to claim. And Boston Fury have only got 10 of their own. Tree is going to guise his way up there. Sneak. I mean, one thing they could do with Nature's Guise is that when you're invisible with Nature's Guise, I don't know, it lasts until you go away from some trees or something.
Well,
90 mana for a lousy 15-second duration. It's crap.
Yeah.
There's a Weaver. Punch him.
Use
Oh, they couldn't quite get the lift. There's a hook. This misses.
Where's the bat with that gem when you need him? Well, he was building up his hex. Weaver is not going to have a good
Dire's
time.
top tower
he's
is
trying
under
to make
attack.
Lincolns. He was 30 minutes into the game and he went Medallion Perseverance.
Oh, wow. Well, it's all very well having hook, but if you can't land it. Arrow! Missed! Lots of damage. Lunar Eclipse. Who can they kill?
Radiant's bottom
Bench
tower
and
is
Punch and Mirana and
Where's the
Weaver.
AA? AA is
AA
like,
is
I
hiding.
am out of here.
AA is hiding. This will be an entire lane of Raxxon.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Anyway, really coming back from this. They're under
Radiant's
farm, under
bottom
level.
barracks.
Their laning
Radiant's
phase
bottom
wasn't
barracks
great.
has fallen.
Indeed. And once you get Luna in your base, it's game over.
Radiant's middle
I
tower
mean, she's
is under
basically spent
attack.
30 minutes getting everything she needs to walk up there. She's like, well, we'll get Roche.
Radiant structures are fortified.
145.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
That's the MLG.
These guys are all about the MLG. Look at that thing.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Oh, brother, gets killed, but Shadow Fiend's taking out a punch. Kill them all! Let the items flow.
Let me get 5-man fight. So lame. They're actually fountain farming. Kill him!
Swap
Yeah,
into the
swap him.
fountain.
GG calls.
Radiant's middle tower. Radiant's middle
Game
tower
1 of the
has
day.
fallen.
We're going to get our audio problems sorted hopefully during the break of this game today. Can't hear what's coming out because we're going to be here about about it on stream like 4 or 5 minutes down the line. So we will try and get this sorted for you guys. But apparently in-game was okay, which is something. So hopefully we'll be ready and we'll be back in a bit with the next game.